Hello everybody. I'm gonna try a little something new with this experiment on this clip. What I went and done is I took two clips, put them together to make 30 minutes, so that when I take this clip, bring it back in as one clip, I will speed it up, giving it a 15-minute window or less than that, so I can use that to post with. And what I'm doing, I'm slowing my talking and speech down so that when it's sped up, you get the prairie dog voices, but you can almost understand what's being said. That's what I'm trying to do anyway. So, everybody, I introduce you to Jessie. She's a PST Institute hunter from ARC. Grezzel, OelGrez created her. She is at the moment working island. She is on island. The thing about Jessie here is she is the PST Institute drummer. She's a drummer, and
It's a shame when something looks that
yeah,
plain.
oh,
It really could do with a splash of color.
little loud there. What?
It can be tricky to
Yes,
decide
very
when there are so many
tricky.
colors and materials to
I
choose from.
gonna be
But
interesting
choose you
to
must.
see, because your voice is gonna be sped up too, so you're gonna sound weird. But that's what I'm doing here. Is that I'm at 3116. Pronounce every syllable and every word, and when we'll see. We'll see what it sounds like. Now she's got to look at this. Something. This is the new world, by the way. What I will do, I will put a commentary over the top of this once I bring this back in. Like I said, it's 31 minutes, 16 seconds. That's a little odd. That'll be interesting, sped up, won't it? Do we want to speed up the music too? Or just leave the music? We'll put the music in afterwards. Because this will be brought back in. Cut it down to less than 15 minutes, which I do because that's what I can
Another
post on
challenge
YouTube.
overcome and a just
Alright.
reward.
Good job, Jesse. We're getting it. Thank you, ma'am. On to the next. This is a new world, but no, this ain't the new world. I take that back. This is Candyland. I've been here before with my other saves for my other characters, Grezzel and I think Sergeant. I don't know if I ran Sergeant Bones through or not. But look at the paint. I was able to paint that bottom part transparent pink. The things of discovery you can do with this game. Over on Grizzle, let's see what I got written down here. Bandstand. Okay. I think it's Bandstand or it's the monster one. Monsterland. One of those two I've got down because there's like a cleft that goes down. Well, down below I used a helicopter shot and it'll drill a hole right through. So I got a hole dug there and I'm starting to build a base in there. Just kind of starting to build a base on space PST Institute Space Base. PST. See, let me write that down. Okay. PST Institute Space
Is the build tool. Giving you
Base.
ultimate control over the fundamental
So that'd be
building blocks of the universe.
PST
You can increase your collection
Institute
of bricks by
SB.
capturing those pesky troublemakers. Oh, and if
SB.
you want a house
Okay.
in a hurry, then use the planner tool.
Arc
Simply
Survival.
select a starting
AS.
point, then
Okay.
drag to
Arc
create
Survival
layers, and then
would be
finally
AS.
Splendid.
Arc
You'll have that castle built
Survival.
faster than you can say,
And then
"Wouldn't it be
PST
marvelous to build a
Institute.
castle really fast?"
Space Base.
Ah, building one brick at a time. The
And that's
old-fashioned way. Now you
there.
can make
Okay, I
exactly
got it.
what you want to, in every
PST
detail.
Institute space would be PST Institute SB. Okay, I got it wrote down here. It's and then um it'd be Ark Survival. So it'd be PST Institute Ark Survival, which would be AS. So that'd be Ark, the game Ark, and PST SB would be Lego World, Lego Worlds. So I gotta talk for 30 minutes. This is gonna be a long talk. So explain a few things going on. She has to build a wall, and that's what they want done here is to finish that wall. And this is where you get the build tool at. With the build tool, you can build with one block at a time, or you can make a whole wall just by expanding. You hit the X and um, I think I'm doing something because usually sometimes when it's paused like this, I'm usually working on something here on the desk and I lose track of what I'm doing on the main screen here. So that might be what's going on here. But I can't unlock these construction workers yet until I get that wall built. So I don't know why it's taking so long to build a wall. I could have sped this up. It's all going to be sped up anyway. That's why I'm trying to change the voice a little bit so that when it's sped up, you can hear what I'm saying because I've slowed my speech down. Or you control every little single cell vowel, consonant, sound. And there's a lot of, I don't know, I'm making that part up. But I've put this here. This is the last I was working with. Like I said, Jessie. I started her on a new survival for the simple reason our friend, when we were playing Friday, he helped me figure out how to find new worlds. So, and that's what I did here is I have to get through Candyland. And I wonder if this is what, okay, hold up a second. I can restart this. Alright, there we go. I did a little bit of cut and paste. I had to cut it because there's like I said, for some reason it's that stationary. And sometimes too, it's like if I have to go and do something and I come back, there might be a little bit of where it's just sitting there. And I usually edit that stuff out because there's nothing go on. Instead of just logging off and then have to relog and do everything to get back into the game. And that's why we doing it this way a little bit. And so I'm looking for different colors. You can change the color of your block. You can go one block at a time. Like I said, you can change the block colors too. But all she wants is a wall here. And I'm just trying to get the gold bricks. This is the one that gives you the builder. She gives that building tool. And this is still part of the tutorial. This is where we start out at. When you looking for the build tool. I can't remember too. The one for copy and pasting. That's where you saw in the beginning where I copy and pasted that building because the guy wanted another one. Or did I do that yet? No, I didn't do that yet. Because I do create the 2 or 3 different buildings, and I put so this is at regular speed too. I haven't speeded this up yet. When you hear the prairie dog voices, that will be sped up. Oh, I know what I can do. I can finish that whole wall with that windows there, and they'll give it that decorated look. So it's just looking like a plain brick wall, which ain't bad. I mean, it got me a gold brick. Hello. Now see, I unlocked this
You'll
construction
collect
worker.
more and more different kinds of bricks as you
Alright,
explore
Jesse.
new Lego worlds.
So I've been through this here particular world like 3 or 4 times
Explore,
now.
builder.
So it's like I know where the stuff is. It's easy to go through, and I need the extra
Go.
blocks
Bricks.
in that
This
order
will
to
power
open the
up the rocket and
next
give it enough energy
um,
to reach an
tool or
unlimited
the
number
next
of
world.
new
Or
worlds.
uh,
Get back to the rocket.
I think you
If
need
you're
20
ready.
to unlock some new
Adventure.
worlds, and then 25 for the big worlds. That should be interesting. Cause I don't know what's going to be generated, so it'll be something new. And that's why I'm doing this clip here, because I do start a new world by doing like what my friend said, find new world. It created a new world, and I went in there. So that one's different than everything so far I've been doing up to this point. I've been working on the Monster Land, the Monster World, and then there's the Candyland one here. But that's part of the game. Like the add-ons would be the space, the space planet, the different space gear and stuff, and then there's also the monster one where you can get all the different monsters too. So I'm learning a little bit of that. Here, see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I created. He just wanted an extra one built. So I built an extra one for him. Now I'm creating little walkways and I'm using the landscaping tool, building a doorway. See, I'm learning. I'm getting the hang of it. So I'm actually too deep. So I'm learning how to go back, and I'm going to replace the floor with an actual solid floor instead with the nubs. So, and then you choose. There's transparent blocks. There's blocks that if you put it down will be water. So you can create like a pond or water, or it's just so many different things you can do. Clear Lego blocks are usually used for water when they're building a water set or something like that. So, and like the blocks here, like this water here, you can actually swim in. So if you put that block down, it'll be water. I just don't know which one it is. You get used to it after a while. Figure out which one is which. And this is how ta-da! Now you can walk straight through, see? It started with this building. I used a copy and paste, copied it, and then built another one there, right end to end. And then I busted a hole in the wall so you could pass through one building to another. So kind of creating a little thing here that I've kind of been doing that on every island. Monster Island, I got a couple different things going on there. There's a save, which is just the bandstand where I got the band set up. Well, I should say the instrument set up. Then across the street is the actual uh, facility that you'd use for recording sound. The sound booth across the street, and I could even put a few more chairs to kind of make it look like. But that's what I got on that one. I'm using Grezzel. Grezzel can play the bass. There's a bass that you can't play it. It's just a stand-up bass. But I could have Grezzel standing there, make it look like he's playing. I got my own bass I'm playing here on it's a little loud, so let's turn that on. That's my acoustic that's plugged in there. So now this I'm building another way out, see? And I really got people walking through my building. I just put this together. Oh, that's so cool. Huh. Now I'm fixing the floor where I kind of cut through. Hi Jessie, this is Jessie. She completed that quest, and now we're going to see what this building looks like. See, you can pass through. Then I copied and pasted this one next to it, and then I need to create a doorway a passageway in between the two, and now I'm going to put a door there. Ta-da! I'm learning. I'm learning. Ta-da! There's the door. Whee! And it works. Watch. Open. Okay. I hear somebody close. And now we're gonna finish up the wall. Don't need to, we just need one. There you go. I So you get the different. And what'll happen is there's this little dude that runs around, and when you chase him and catch him, he'll give you a block, and you start filling that block up. And you start with the standard 6 nub block, 2x6, 6x2, 2x6. I do believe that's how they refer to them. That'd be like 2 rows of 3, which would make it a 6 block. I think. It really doesn't say what the block is, though, does it? Cut brick, hold. Oh, what you can do is you can use that to remove bricks too as well. But there was no brick there to move, so I didn't. I like how they can climb. It's just so amazing. She was swinging through the building earlier. Cool. Huh? Yeah, and you build it. It's easy. I mean, it's getting easier. And like I said, once you get all the tools you can use, like this build tool. Look how quick, man. I just put up a wall with a door. Now, just a moment ago, there was just another building side by side with no entrance there. So, like, see, now you can create a little garage and create a door to go into the house, or a workshop going into the office, or a studio with, because they do have cameras. I learned that one at the bandstand on a Monster Planet. You can get some neat figures there, though. Now I'm just playing around with the landscaping tool. We're gonna get this, go all the way around the egg. I think that's an Easter egg. That's what it looks like. It looks like a Minecraft egg. Because it's hard to make a circle in Minecraft, so you gotta kind of... That's what they look like. Especially the oversized egg. This is cool. Look at how easy this is. Right, there you go. So I'm doing different shapes. When you hit the square, that'll take your blocks away that are within that shape. See how red it is? And that's how you can eliminate certain, or create like a hole so you can fill it up with water if you're making a pond, or such things. Or the exploding pumpkins make a big hole in the ground. Well, I'll use the cylinder, sink it down to the point where it's just level with the surface, and fill the hole in. So it's not so sightly. Holes everywhere, potholes in the dirt where stuff blows up. Here you go. Keep building there, Jess. Jessie is our PSD Institute hunter. I have her on island right now. She's worked her way up to the stone build where she can build stone walls, and she's working on replacing her wooden structure with a stone structure. We eventually need to get big and strong enough so we can get a lot of hides. I think I know where I can go get some, but we need the hides to create the drum kits. I want to create 2 drum kits for her. One's going to go on a raft. The other one's going to be over there by her compound that she's got going. And that would be a PSD Institute Camp A or something like that. I can't remember what they called it. That I don't have wrote down. It's been a while since I've been there, so. But we're going to... Oh man, I've been talking a while. I didn't know I could talk this long. It's going to be interesting when it's sped up. See if you can understand what's being said, or if it's just going to be, well, I'm going to put commentary over the top of this too, so. Hold up. We gotta cut that out. It's been cut and it has been deleted. And that's called editing. We have the power to cut and paste. We can copy, we can cut and paste, we can create our own artwork. We have musical instruments, we can create our own soundtrack. Um, um, our studio drummer, ELA studio drummer, he's trying to create the sound and the voice and the driving force of Hazardous Triple X, which is driven by the cadence of the drummer boy who sits next to the commander when the commander's up and he's giving commands, and the drummer boy uh, cadence reacts to what the commands are. Thus, the ship does exactly what the commander wants at the exact moment, just by the change of the cadence, where other ships probably might have to take a little bit for the comms to get through and every. So, hazardous triple X always has that advantage because they can operate on it. They can, because the drummer boy sends out, the whole task force can react because they all know the cadence. They know what to do. Ooh, badger. He went back in the water. There's got to be something there. Huh? He came up. That's a queen. That's a figure. I kind of like the dress she's wearing. Pretty cool. But we gotta unlock all these. Oh, I don't remember. Are we still? We're not in creative anymore, though. We're doing the adventure part. So I must have found these. Huh? I don't remember finding a lot of them. Well, the space guys I unlocked. Zombie. Weird. Eh? I just learned that one there, so I was trying it out. See, there's different things I still got to pick up along the way. Some of the stuff, like the instruments and stuff that I had, I was my friend when he came in, he opened because what he had, I was able to get, so I was able to put some of the stuff in, and I was able to find it that way. That's where I got the drums, the guitar. I have amps now. I have big speakers. Like I said, I have the sound booth across the street. So, it'd be, if you have enough people to do the different instruments, you could actually hold a concert. There's a piano. You can sit at and play the piano. The drum set, you can sit at the drums. Now, I think if I'm not mistaken, there's actual little kits of the drum kit. There's actual little kits of the piano, and I'm assuming they work somehow. You know, the piano might be just maybe something in there to make the sound of the piano working, like the old-fashioned piano that will play by itself because it uses punch cards to let the piano know what keys to press. It's all mechanized type thing, and the piano would play by itself. A lot of saloons had it because they didn't always have someone to play the piano, and they just let the piano play, and that's where you hear that old Western piano play. It's probably a little expensive than a regular piano, but it'd probably be cheaper than paying somebody to sit there and play for all day. You know. Plus, they need a break, so there's that. But those actually existed. I can't remember. There's a name for them. I'd have to go and check it out. But the sheet that they used was on a roll. Well, some was a roll, and the roll would play out, and then there'd be those holes. Wherever there was a hole, that would be the note that would play. The key would actually play that note, and that's how and then it just run through like that. There's different things too. There's some that it's a disc, and there's little nodules that stick up. And as this disc would turn, it would strike these little wires hanging down, which would create the sound, right? So you get that as that uh, thing would turn, and it'd be a musical instrument, but it'd be the same thing that
The
play all.
objects that you need for this quest
Cause
are definitely nearby.
yes, they
Have a
are.
good look for them.
Okay, see now this is a new quest. This is a new world. It's a,
Look
see all the
needy.
new stuff to unlock.
They're usually hiding in
There
plain
you go.
sight.
Another thing too is like these quests. Sometimes if you have the item in your inventory, it'll flash as these flowers were. I don't have. I don't have. She doesn't have the wishing well yet. That we have to go find. But we picked up these flowers along the way. So you just take them and put them down and see how. Now I got 1 of 5. I got 2 of 5, and no wishing well yet. But that's how you get these gold coins. You do these little things for them, and sometimes you gotta figure out. It's kind of like trying to figure out what it is they want. Like at first, I was trying to figure out what that old one was. I just couldn't. And then it's like, oh, okay, that's a washing well, a water. And I probably knew that if I would have read the instructions. Sometimes I go through that so fast, and a lot of times the clues are in the description. You know, it's like, oh, okay, if I'd have read this sooner, I'd known to go to the edge of town. And that's where it's at. So, um, another thing too is like there's a quest where they they want animals. Well, I have a bunch of animals, but I hadn't taken the stars off them yet. But then you go to animals, you click on them, you put them around them, then you fit, and then it's like, oh, okay, and that's what it's like trying to figure some of this stuff out. When you do figure out, it's kind of like, hey, that's cool, because you can do kind of neat things with some of this stuff. For instance, I put in that one set that has the table with the cup on it, with the bench that you sit on, and when you sit down, you can drink the coffee. Lego World, there was the bench with the cup, um, which is like a Lego World. A lot of the different little movies and stuff, they're always drinking out of that red cup. So the if it's in the game, it's in the game. So you can get the different things that if you want to drink coffee or sit at a cafe, or like I said, he created that little building with the place to sit down by the water. And I'll probably go back and finish that a little bit, but I wanted to get Jesse going. I'm going to be doing something with Jazzy Jazz too, which is one of the characters I created, and maybe the next world I'll bring Jazzy out and she can run that. Um, See, that's the thing about this. Now I got the different characters set up. I can, bring in the storyline and tell the storyline with the different characters and create my own little, uh, as you were, fun park comics using Legos. I already started a stop go with the little village over here. I do have a Sergeant Bones on the Lego Village. I have a Lego kit behind me here. It's a big one that has the Lego skeleton and the Lego skeleton horses in it. So that should be interesting to put together, and I got a spot for it too. So that's what we're doing pretty good here. Um, we'll do a script clip with the prairie dogs. Or let's do that now, and then we can slide this down and then finish it up. Okay? Sounds good to me. Let's do it. I see the script clip up ahead. All right. Good job, everybody. This has been a blast. This is Jesse. She's PSD Institute Hunter running here in Lego World for OelGrez. And they needed a wishing well. She found one. She's bringing it back, and that'll get her a gold coin. And we got more adventures to do. This is just the first real adventure world that I brought up. Good job, everyone. Had fun. Had a script clip. Cut, print, and post. Put it in the Canon on the shelf. From ELE Studio and Sons, Phil Led and OelGrez and the Prairie Dog family here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following. Um, Mr. Editor, we'll put audio over the top of this, and this is Andy for Prairie Dog Family. Alex is working in the park, and you're going to be working on Taz. Okay, you can slide this script clip down, please. Thank you.